What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. This is Blue Butterfly Mystic. I'm Kate. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are not, welcome back. This is my second time trying to record this. Honestly, wasn't even going to. I was gonna let Blue Butterfly Mystic just sail away on her own and give guidance to whoever found meaning in the messages, but here we are, and here I am, and I have so much to tell you guys, so much to share. While I am talking, oh, and don't mind me, I'm getting over a cold. Oh, OMG goodness. I just had it. Alright, we'll start with this one. I have been making mother decks like crazy. Hold my deck. So this one is deities. And I've got, these are like blank playing cards, and I love using blank playing cards for my own divination tools, like spicy. Alright, so we have Hel, the Norse goddess of, she's the keeper of the dead. Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, maybe significant, or November, December. Okay. We also have Hathor, Egyptian, representative of love, music, and joy as well. She's cow-headed. Taurus, Libra, Cancer might be significant, or May, September. And the Roman god Janus, beginnings, endings, and doorways. Aquarius, Gemini. Anemone. Alright. January or December. So any of those months or zodiacs might be significant. Okay. I think this is it. Yes. Okay. Let's see what the collective is struggling with right now. While I'm shuffling, I have to tell you guys, I actually have two newer channels. Okay. The first is, and you may have seen me post this, or post about it several months ago, but Siren Serenity Music. It started as an AI stand-in channel that housed the songs that I wrote with my original lyrics. And then it moved to covers, and now I'm putting out originals. And the second one is the newest. It's the baby. It's called Chillin' with Kate, and 4:15 on the timer. Basically, it's like, come hang out with me in my room. I just want to offer comfort, presence, and a place where I can be myself, and hopefully offer the same to y'all. Okay, alright, let's see. Inbox overload. Staying focused with constant distractions. So those are things that you're struggling with. Political or religious differences with family. Feeling lonely in a crowded room. Alright. Religious differences. Inbox overload. Well, let's find out what else is going on. Gimme. Let's use the Divine Mess Oracle, which, if you don't know, this is actually for sale on Gumroad. You can go to the community page and find the link there. These are for the printable PDF. It is for the cards, which you can get cardstock like this and just cut them out. Excuse me. And the guidebook is also $11.11. So if you guys are interested in these cards, go to the community page, okay? All right. I have 2 cigarettes left and pulled the 2 of Wands reverse because I won't put them down. Keywords: avoidance, indecision, habitual comfort, stagnation, and self-sabotage. Okay. 1 second, please. All right. When this card appears, you are at a crossroads again. The universe is nudging you to make a change, but instead you're lighting up another cigarette, clinging to the familiar. The 2 of Wands reverse reflects your hesitation to step out of your comfort zone, even when you know it's time to move forward. Okay. All right. So we're having trouble moving forward. So what is this? What are we clinging to that's familiar? Energetic weather. Break in time. Spiraling. Tell us what is familiar. Overloading. Input exceeding capacity. Tilt zone. Field leaning sideways. Lingering. Old signal still active. Crowd signal. Collective energy rising. And instability. External ground unreliable. So this is what you're, no, I'm not just saying you, because, like, you know, me too. Still clinging on to overloading, instability. What else can you tell us? Thank you. Okay, first of all, filtering, data selectively passing, flicker, signal unstable now. So I just, one of the songs that I just wrote, and by the way, my Nana, she says they're trash. They're filth. They're absolute filth. So the persona that I've been writing from is actually like my shadow, who, well, I should say my shadow's stage name, which is interruption, Rebel Vanta. Rebel, obviously we know what a rebel is, and Vanta, as in like Vanta Black. If you don't know, Google it. Alright, field pattern disrupted suddenly. Energy pulling away, withdrawal, pulling, and echo. Past imprint resurfacing. How can it resurface when it's still active? I just heard the second time around. Oh, trigger, 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 trigger. Did you see that flicker? My style is now a little sicker. Watch me drown in liquor. Keep staring at me, figures. May as well take a fucking picture. Alright, so overload, filtering, flicker, instability. Where, oh where? I know I just had them. Those are for the end. Oh my gosh. Okay, we can start with these, I guess. Alright, let's find out what's going on. The nostalgia trap. Romanticizing the past to avoid the present. The inside job creates a secret, special language or bond that isolates you from others. Emotional triangulation. What are we at? 11:57. What's going on? The testimony. When they elevate you to a savior status in their story, making you responsible for their well-being. And then the back says, I am done competing for a seat at a table where I am the feast. The discard. You're dropped, blocked, and the love is switched off like a light, and you are now spent emotional currency. I am the calm in the center of the storm they created. Amen to that. There was guidance that I got just this past week about becoming reactive, and not, I don't mean just like yelling or trying to like get in fights with people. I mean excuse me, literally like sitting down and observing, being in High Priestess energy, becoming the eye of the storm, and becoming so calm, you disappear. You're not even on the radar. Thank you. Alright. The triggered phrase, not phase, phrase. A word, a nickname, a song, a lyric, plucked from past trauma, a key to your panic room. I release the need to be understood by those who benefit from misunderstanding me. And last we have the Dark Knight. The weight of ending a karmic cycle. What are you being forced to finally surrender? I think you know. Bottom of the deck. Poor collaboration. Ego clashes disguised as teamwork. What credit are you so desperate to claim that you sabotage the whole project? I love these questions on the back. All right, where'd my little rubber band go? Okay. Trigger. Did you see that flicker? So somebody's experiencing a dark night of the soul. Collective has a testimony about being triggered, discarded from a poor collaboration. All right, so let's go into the poor collaboration. Okay. They are mapping your vulnerabilities. They'll escalate from flattery to entitlement. The over-explainer who doesn't trust you. Hate feeling replaceable. Now I'm hearing another one of my songs. It's she goes me. Everything shifted when I stood up slowly. My chair went empty, now they gotta face the story. They wanted me silent, thought my absence meant unfolding, but my pause is power and the truth is what's unfolding. Holy hell, that was a big old chunk. I'm not taking all those, but I will take these. Alright. Learn, see, hold space for all of me. Doing it all alone. The urge to leave immediately. They will make you doubt your perceptions. Stayed until hate grew. Talking to a wall. Mental, emotional, physical labor isn't discussed. Proximity mimics safety. Bottom of the deck. They're building a system where you justify their behavior. And old wounds, fresh salt. Okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think these. So tell me about this. Proximity mimics safety. Alright, who's in collective's proximity? Thank you. Alright, it says behavior. They tell you your boundaries are unreasonable or controlling. This is boundary dismantling. You lower your standards to keep the peace. What else? Behavior. They say, or give off, you're exhausting when you try to discuss your feelings. This is emotional shutdown induction. You stop bringing things up and swallow your own hurt. Anything else? Thank you. You made me do this, is what they say after hurting you. Blame shift. You feel responsible for their abuse. Yeah, we don't fucking like that. Alright, they tell you no one else would ever put up with you. Bitch. Duplicitous effect. You feel confused and wonder which version is real. This is when they treat you warmly when you're alone and coldly when others are around. Alright. I thought I had another green deck. A green deck. I could be wrong. Maybe it's this one. Alright, tell us some more about this behavior that this collective is dealing with. I'm sorry if the camera's shaking. I'm on a loft bed. Biological theft. Oh, that's what these are. Okay. So, I want to say something. I realized that when we talk about magic, magic is everything. Okay? Also, there are physical 3D translations to what we call magic. And so I started mapping them. Okay. Biological theft or contagion magic. Taking your hair, nails, blood, or fluids without consent. Sleep sex or sex magic. Sexual contact while you're unconscious. Stonewalling, binding or freezing spell. Refusing to engage while present. And then doxing or a public curse. Publishing private information online. We love that. Okay. Just checking in constantly. Blame shifting or destiny swapping. You made me do this. I think that was at the bottom when I first opened those. Alright. Now, Spirit wants me to freaking use these, but okay. I think they're a little... whatever. Let's do it. So they're going to be bitey. Adjust behavior based on what gets results. Chronic confusion. Qualities. Wait. You had something they needed. Qualities, emotional depth, stability, social connection, financial resources, or loyalty. I just got a confirmation notification, 2242 on the timer. Do they adjust behavior based on what you need, or do they adjust behavior based on what gets results? Chronic confusion. You can't hold a coherent narrative because reality keeps shifting. Trust in love when the story always shifts. All I did was cope from every handedness. Yeah, I keep my guard up, that survival not a phase. Cause people stab and lie, chaos is all that stays. Winning wars in my head like I'm in the crusades. Doc said be sober or slip away. But I'd rather build a house on a fucking railway. Alright. Physical monitoring. Checking your physical body for evidence, intimacy used as surveillance, sleep, eating, or health markers. Schedule monitoring. Requiring a detailed accounting of your time. Tracking work schedule, appointments, or commutes. They question whether the feeling is justified. You name a feeling, and they question whether the feeling is justified. They have a terror of abandonment. Entrap. Strategic incompetence, paper trail, abuse, and vicarious victimhood. Active collection. They are actively collecting data on you. You feel watched, or that you have to self-monitor, and they are being strategic and building a database. We love databases because they have a terror of abandonment. Poor babies. Why do they want to be in collective shoes so badly? They don't want to put the work in that would be required in order to actually do that, though, huh? All work, All work, no play. What the fuck is that from? Make something a dull boy. Something like that. What is that from? Somebody put down in the comments where that's from. Alright. Let's keep going. Sure, that'll work. Alright. Okay. So. What does... These are permission cards, permission slips. Consider the other person might be scared too. Okay, but drink water like it's a reset button. Oh. You're allowed to choose whatever, I do that every time, whatever path lights you up. Let the consequence speak for you. What else? Switch mediums. Let your breath widen your perspective. Imagine stepping back until the pattern reveals itself. You're allowed to change your mind. Delay your response by 1 beat. You're allowed to ask for help. Notice where you're resisting what's already true. Imagine the version of you who already solved this. Change your posture before you change your mind. And check if you are catastrophizing. So most of these decks, I really wanted to make sure that they were trauma informed. Like, for example, I have no idea where it is. I'm just really struggling tonight. It's like this weird, everything is sitting right next to me, but I still can't see it. Something about not being able to see what's in front of our faces. Oi! Alright. So these. Alright. The anchor. A past burden actively holding you back. The mirage. Anxiety, paranoia, or fabrication. The vortex. Narcissistic energy or vampiric drain. And then anything else? This is the recent past. The echo, past 1 to 5 years, a chapter that hasn't fully closed. Alright, anything else? The stain, a moral or ethical violation, a bad feeling. And behind that is gray rock. Become boring, unresponsive, and give no emotional data. Okay? Because the whole reason I made these was because if you've been through trauma or multiple traumas, your body can become stuck in fight or flight, and then you don't know if what you are, when you're learning to trust your intuition, you don't know if it is what's really happening or if it's something internal going on inside you. At least that was my experience. Alright, so let's get a archetype for this energy in your life. Holy shit, blue. Alright. Chaotic neutral. Free spirit. The unbound. Moves according to impulse and instinct.